So hi everyone, welcome back to Brook Valley Life. Well, hello for the first time, Brook Valley Archery again today, and hello to everybody out there in the archery world. 2 subscribers away from 3,000, so thank you for everybody who subscribed. Again, please share with your friends and everyone else, and let's get the community up and growing. So thank you to everybody. So this week, what are we talking about and what am I going to be doing? Arrows. Now, we have talked about arrows before, spine, this type of thing. However, I have been shooting some Nika or Elong arrows that I purchased off them. Now, about a year and a half ago, I got a set of these prototype Elong arrows. Now, they came with a pushover point, which wasn't very good, so I changed them. They came with push-in nocks, so I've changed for pin nocks on them, and I put some bigger fletchings on because these should have been an 800 spine, but they shoot about 750 maybe, so I put bigger vanes because I shoot them for indoor. I've shot my highest ever Portsmouth round with these, and I've been shooting some consistent feet 18 meter rounds with them, so I'm quite happy. But they, as I say, they were a prototype. There's nothing printed on them, and I thought, yeah, why not get some of their arrows to see if they're any good. And I got a set of their Elong Aero arrows. I'll put a picture somewhere around here just to show you close up. Now, these are a 3.2 millimeter internal diameter. It's the same as an X10, same as the Skylon Paragon Performers Precium, same as the Pandaris Ice Point. They're a straight arrow. They're not barreled, but they're micro diameter. This is what I properly call a micro diameter, not the 4.2, the 3.2 millimeter internal diameter. These are allegedly 0.001 straightness. These are a 700 spine, and these are what I shoot from my 36-pound bow. I think they've got 120 grain point in the end and pin nocks. I love them. They shoot beautifully, really straight, great flight. They tuned easily. So yeah, so I thought, let's go back to Nika. Let's purchase a set of these arrows, but in a 800 spine for my indoor bow and see how consistent they are. So in this video, I've got the shafts. I ordered 24 shafts, and I think it came to $180. And I'll show you what I actually got from them. So yeah, we're going to cut them, we're going to glue them, and we'll put some fletchings on as well, and then we will shoot them and see what I think of them. So let's go and do it. So here's what I got from Nika. And yes, I did pay for this myself because I think these are very good. So I asked for 24 arrows, or 24 shafts, and they come with all the bits, a bit like the Pandaris Ice Points, where they come with all the pins, nocks. Now, for ease of shipping, they sent everything to me in separate bags and stuff like that. They can put them together, but the shipping will be a bit more because it takes up more space. So let's see what I got. So I got 24 shafts, and the shafts are 32 inches long, I think they are. In fact, just a second. So as you can see, from the point all the way to the end, we are talking 32 inches. So if you've got a long draw and you need a 32-inch long arrow, great, perfect for that. They are pure carbon. Hopefully you can see that on there. They're called the Aero. It's a bit difficult to see in the light. High strength carbon fiber, 3.2, spine 800, and 0.001 straightness. And yeah, so far from what I've seen, they're pretty good. But what else comes with them? We get 45 nocks. This is what they sent me. So for 24 hours, I've got 45 nocks. So if I smash any, sweet as. I'm not sure if I will use these ones. I might do. Next comes the points, 100 grain points, break off points, so I can go down to 80 if I want to. for an 800 spine, 3.2 millimeter, and I would have to check how many I've got in there. But I know for the pin nocks I've got there, again, 28, so they've given me some extras. Next, now I asked, first of all, for 2-inch feathers or vanes, but then I checked my indoor arrows and they've got 3-inch, so I asked for 3-inch, so they've sent me both. And they've sent me 85 of the big ones and 36 of the small ones. So yeah, they've given me plenty to work from. So let's take them over to the cutting area and let's cut an arrow. So here we are at my cutting area. How do I cut my arrows? Well, I've got my mini saw that I bought off AliExpress maybe 2-3 years ago. I put it on the bench here, and then I've got a block of wood with a hole in the end. And what I do is I take my arrow, I put the pin nock in the end. Hopefully you can see that, but it's not glued in, so it can swivel. Now I put it into the vise on my cutting saw. I put it in there. I tighten it so it can't move around too much, but I can still spin it. And then I turn on my saw, and as I spin, it cuts, and that's my arrow shaft cut. Once I've done that, I will sand down the end to make it nice and flat, and then it's ready to be glued together. So let's show you me cutting just one of them, because it's going to be a bit boring to watch all of them being cut. So yeah, here we go. So turn it on. Loud noises. And it's as simple as that. And there is a nice clean cut on the end. I can get both of these now, put them together, because these are my 2 different arrows. Put them there, and we can see the differences between the 2 arrows if we want to. And yep, they're both the same length, which is cool. So that's how we cut our arrows. So next, we're going to glue in the points and the nocks. Or sorry, the pins. So let's go and show you how to do that. Here we are. All of the shafts are cut. Got 12 of them cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. So I'm only doing 12 for now because I'm purchasing some 3-inch spin vanes. I've used them before on my clout bow and I like them a lot. So I'm going to try them out on these arrows here. So, but these ones I'm going to fletch with the 3-inch plastic vanes. So how do I actually put the points and pins in my arrows? Well, I most probably do it slightly different, and I've got some collars as well I'm going to put on the back end of these. I get myself a burner, simple as that. Get myself my Leatherman or a pair of pliers or anything, whatever you've got, and I get myself my glue. And here I have some hot melt glue. As you can see, I've been using it quite a bit. Now, the way I do mine is slightly different. I know a lot of people heat up their glue and put it through there, but I always find that I don't get glue everywhere I really want to on my points and pins. So the way I do it, I start my burner. I take my point and I heat my point up rather than heat the glue up. Now, some people will say this isn't good for the points, this isn't good for the carbon. But I've had no issues in my so many years of shooting. I think I've been shooting now for nearly, if we're 2024, started in 2006, so 18 years. So we're getting there. So I heat it up so it's nice and warm. I then put it onto the glue, get it all the way around the glue. So I know I've got nice hot glue in there. Now I find out which is front, which is the back. So this is the front, in goes the point. And I twist it up there. And yes, I will get over glue. I blow on it to cool it down. I push down to make sure the point goes in. And this is what I'm left with. Hopefully you can see that. So I've got the extra glue there, and yes, the glue is still hot. But what will happen is that glue will solidify over time. It's nice and cooling. I don't put it into water. I know a lot of people dunk theirs into water to cool it off. And that's it. That's how I do my points. Simple as that. There's nothing difficult about doing your own arrows. Now, if I want to do the pins, I'll do this on a different one. Take the shaft, I take my pin, and I do exactly the same thing, but this time I'm going to have a collar on the end. So the collar fits on the end. Simple as that. And yes, it does just fit. I don't glue it on. It just fits on the end. So hopefully you can see that. I heat up my pin. I need some more gas by the looks of it. I get the glue on there all the way around, and now I just slide it in through the collar, twisting so glue can get in between the two and down into the shaft. Again, I hold it. I then give it a push, give it a blow, push it on, and again I've got excess glue there, but that's fine. That will come off when I peel it off, and that is it. There's my pins and points. How do I do them? Really, really simple. I would always say that if you're buying arrows, yes, you can get them made for you at the shop, but some places, take me, I don't have a shop anywhere near. And yes, I can get them made in the shop, but I want to be able to maybe change points, change nocks. So if you smash a knock, what are you going to do? How are you going to change it? So this is what I do. And this, I put them together. And as I say, I've had no issues. It may not be the way you do it. It's the way I do it. Let me turn that off for now. And it's as simple as that. So we'll now put in the rest of the pins and the points and the pin nocks. And then we'll get on to actually fletching them. So I will turn you off because you don't need to see me doing these. You've seen one, that's enough. And it's as simple as that. So stay with me, get these together, and then we can go and put the fletchings on. So here's our fletching jig. This is an upright fletching jig. It's a Midas. Can't remember where I bought it, but I've had this for a number of years. It can do 3, 4 fletchings, and yeah. 4, 3, and you can put it wherever. One arrow at a time, and you can change the helix by moving this bit in and out, top and bottom. At the moment, mine's virtually straight, which I can live with, which is what I want. I've got a new set of glue here, and I use the Boning, what do they call it? Fletch Tight Platinum. Yeah, it works. So that's all you've got to worry about. So I'll just punch the end. Put that on the end. That on the end. We're ready to go. So how do I do my fletchings? Well, first of all, we've got our arrow. The nock is lined up with the markings on the arrow. So if it is spine aligned, and they do put these on in a certain spot, that's where it's going to be. And I always start, you may notice, I've got these numbered. If you can see that, 1, 2, 3, and I always start at number 1. So I always start at the same spot. Well, number 1. Tighten up this bottom bit because this bottom bit can come loose, so you can turn it. Tighten up the bottom bit. So we're on number 1. Take my arrow. I align the arrow going in. I look at where my writing is. Make sure I get it around the right way. Let's try the other way around. So with my writing just there, so that aligns. This may sound silly, but I'm going to be starting on number 2 because it's closest to where this is aligned. So I will start on number 2. Doesn't really matter, but let's get rid of some of the dirt. So now I'm ready to go. What do I need? I need my fletchings. Now, a lot of people put 2 different colour fletchings on. I don't. I put all the same colour because I think it looks better. That's me. How do we do this? Well, we take the clamp off, and on the clamp it's graduated. I doubt whether you'll be able to see it, from 1 to 12, and I think that's in centimetres. And you can put your fletching anywhere on there, but as long as you have it the same for each time, cool. Now I do mine at 2 centimetres from there, and I put this on. That is where, hopefully you can see that, the fletchings are going to sit, so it gives me room to put my fingers in behind, and then gives me room at the front to write my arrow number on as well. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Slide that off. Now I always keep it with this one slightly off. See that? Yeah, let's get that right. So it's not fully back inside. So when I push it up, it can push it on and leave it on there, let it set. That's the way I do it. Next thing I do, I take my glue, brand new glue, and I just lay a bead. All the way through. Stick it on, it's better than my old glue anyway. And push it up against it. And hopefully you can see that. Now I give that at least 30 seconds to a minute to glue on and set a little bit, because this isn't super glue, so yeah, it does take a little bit of time. So we'll wait a little bit and I will do the others, and I will shut up for now, and I'll most probably speed this up so you can watch it. So that is how I put my arrows together. You've seen me cut them, you've seen me put the points pins in, align the pin knocks going on, and then putting the fletchings on. That's it. Arrow building isn't difficult. Anyone can do it. All you need, you need some glue. You may need a fletching jig if you want to fletch your own arrows, and I would always say get yourself a fletching jig. It's good to know how to do it, because when you're shooting, you're invariably going to put some arrows close together and you could damage your fletching where you want to change it. It's easy. Just get yourself some glue, get yourself some fletchings, and as you can see, you can get loads for a cheap price and they work really well. My other 12 of these arrows I'm going to put spin vanes on, but they're the bigger ones, they're the 3-inch ones, so hopefully we can do a test between the plastic vanes that we've got and the spin vanes when they come. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of having a look at me putting together my new Elong Aero arrows. I'm already using them on my long distance, my 36-pound bow. I say long distance, only 70 meters I'm shooting, but it's shooting extremely well, and the arrows are. So I thought I'd get some 800 spine, try them for my indoors, because I don't know what my indoor is, because they were like a prototype arrow when they first started making them. So we'll get these together and we'll do a shoot with them in the next video and see how they go. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, all the other good things YouTube wants you to do for the algorithm. Yeah, I will catch you next time. Keep shooting, so we're going to get better. Bye bye for now.